Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you back with us on the channel. Recent reports suggest that Meghan and Harry have bid farewell to their careers as podcasters. The much-anticipated Spotify deal fell through, leaving them without any imminent contracts on the horizon. Additionally, the status of their Netflix deal seems uncertain. If they fail to produce content soon, the renewal of their contract expiring in 2025 might be jeopardized. While there were claims of record-breaking success for Harry's book Spare under Penguin Random House in the nonfiction category, skepticism surrounds the touted accomplishments. It's unclear whether the book generated enough revenue for Harry to cover his advance, implying financial challenges for the couple. The couple's financial stability seems to influence their interactions with the royal family. Whenever they're financially secure, they're inclined to criticize the royals freely. Conversely, when faced with financial strain, reports surface about their desire to reconcile with the family, with Harry expressing missing them or wanting to return for familial occasions. Simultaneously, there are rumors circulating about Meghan's aspirations to re-enter the entertainment industry, considering acting or producing. Allegedly, she's earnest about restarting her acting career, acknowledging that being in the thick of the industry is imperative for success. However, skepticism exists regarding the feasibility of Meghan's plans. Despite her determination, her previous attempts to establish herself as a successful actress were met with limited success. Her role on Suits gained recognition, yet she wasn't the lead and reportedly faced challenges on set. This obsession with reigniting her acting career appears misguided to some observers, as they believe Meghan should focus on self-improvement rather than a return to acting. Criticism of Meghan's attitude and behavior continues, emphasizing the need for personal growth and change. Surprisingly, there's minimal discussion about Harry's professional endeavors in Los Angeles. It appears that expectations for his career have diminished, raising speculations about the sustainability of their current lifestyle in Montecito. Some pundits anticipate an impending divorce announcement due to the perceived divergence in their pursuits and aspirations. A consensus seems to form that unless Meghan and Harry undergo significant personal transformation, genuine success might elude them. Acknowledging their age and entrenched behaviors, it's posited that seeking appropriate therapy could facilitate positive change. However, doubts linger regarding their willingness to pursue such avenues. Meghan's reported indifference to public opinion about her acting aspirations is perceived as misleading, considering her apparent desperation for validation and approval. Critics contend that her perceived disregard for public opinion stems not from confidence but from a compulsive need for external validation, indicative of deeper personal issues. Contrary to Meghan's belief, public judgment isn't rooted in her potential royal status, but in her perceived lack of acting talent. Her history in the entertainment industry, including a stint as a briefcase model on Deal or No Deal, doesn't endorse her as a proficient actress. Critics argue that her pursuit of an acting career isn't hindered by her status, but rather her lack of talent and credibility in the field. The financial strain they would have faced was insurmountable. They were prematurely anticipating success, banking on outcomes that had not yet materialized. Moreover, it's crucial to delve into the motives driving their audacious relocation to the U.S. It seems rooted in a belief of superiority over the royal family. However, when one perceives themselves as superior, the fall from grace becomes inevitable. Regrettably, that's precisely what has transpired for them. Can they reverse their fortunes? Frankly, it appears highly unlikely. Whether situated in LA, Malibu, Montecito, or even the UK, their prospects seem bleak. The sooner they acknowledge this reality and move forward, the better for everyone involved. There's a strong inclination to assume that Meghan Markle sanctioned or was at least complicit in the inclusion of certain information by Scooby-Doo in the Dutch translation of his book. Allegedly, he divulged the names of royal family members who purportedly made racially insensitive comments regarding artificial skin color prior to his birth. I firmly doubt that Scooby-Doo acted alone. Meghan likely not only provided him with such details but also encouraged their inclusion covertly. Her aim might have been to evade accountability. As it stands, it seemed to have dodged blame, albeit at a sluggish pace, the palace's response pending. Undoubtedly, a response will surface, but the nature of it remains uncertain. A lingering question persists. Did Harry endorse the content Scooby-Doo inserted in Endgame? My intuition leans toward a negative response. This initiative appears to be solely Meghan's doing. The circulating reports seem credible. Harry yearns for a direct meeting with his father, endeavors to return for Christmas, and desires more family time for Artificial and Invisibat. The truth evident to Harry is that his Californian life alongside Meghan isn't yielding contentment. His options dwindle to enduring this misery or seeking an escape route. Predictably, Meghan seems unwilling to grant him an easy departure, echoing sentiments corroborated by the National Enquirer. There's a possibility of truth here, considering Harry's prior attempts to distance himself from these claims. When promoting Spare earlier, he refuted claims of contacting the police and dismissed discussions as being about unconscious bias. While nuances exist, it seems Harry refrains from blatantly accusing his family of racism, recognizing the detriment such allegations pose to their relationship. Conversely, Meghan remains indifferent, having found profitability in fostering chaos. Truth or fabrication, she perpetuates narratives she deems lucrative for personal gain. Meghan has irrevocably severed all ties to the royal family, seemingly unconcerned about maintaining relations. Her self-interest perpetually governs her actions. Allegedly, Meghan vehemently opposes any reconciliation between Harry and his family, coercing him into an ultimatum: her, the children, and their Montecito life, or his family in the UK. As per sources cited by the National Enquirer, she allegedly threatened divorce if he sought reconciliation. This manipulation mirrors traits found in narcissistic, abusive relationships. It's plausible that Meghan fears losing influence over Harry if he reconnects with his family, an unacceptable scenario for her. While Harry has aired grievances and shared contentious details about his family, it's conceivable that Meghan orchestrated much of this expose the royals' for-profit scheme. A compelling argument exists, considering Harry's amicable relations with his family before Meghan's arrival. In contrast, Meghan's turbulent history with her own family, where she distanced herself from numerous relatives even before her union with Harry, is telling. Family values evidently hold minimal significance for Meghan, despite assertions to the contrary. The National Enquirer recently quoted a source expressing opinions similar to those mentioned previously. According to this source, Meghan's actions seem to stem from a need for self-preservation. Allegedly, the royal family has severed ties with her and has no intention of allowing her back into their circle. However, instead of acknowledging this reality and admitting to her misjudgments in publicly criticizing them, Meghan chooses to save face by insinuating a mutual disinterest. There appears to be an understanding that without her connection to the royal family, Meghan might perceive herself as lacking significance. Reports have suggested that she is attempting to rebrand herself and tease a forthcoming revelation, despite lacking substantial ongoing projects. The assertion that Meghan is uninterested in the royal drama seems to be met with skepticism within palace circles. It suggested that her reluctance to return is more about her not being the central figure, rather than a genuine desire to stay away. Post the Endgame, it's advised that Meghan should relinquish any lingering aspirations of rejoining the royal fold. Sources affiliated with Team Sussex deny their involvement in certain publications or the exposure of specific names, but this denial lacks credibility according to insiders. It's seen as a retaliatory move by someone who felt spurned, someone who once aspired to shine brightest among the royals. Meghan and Harry's tendency to dismiss public skepticism about their statements and actions by assuming a general naivety is a behavior that repels many. They seem to harbor a belief that people will unquestionably accept their narrative. This attitude has not gone unnoticed and has contributed to a growing disillusionment among the public. Meghan's entry into the royal family was seemingly under the impression that her independent success would overshadow the traditional royal hierarchy. Her refusal to accept a subordinate position to Kate Middleton, due to her future role as queen, appeared to be a pivotal issue. The intricacies of the royal structure seemed lost on her, leading to discontent and a desire to control her own narrative. There's a perception that Meghan and Harry once believed they were the most favored among the royals, perhaps even harboring aspirations of becoming king and queen someday. This notion, though unrealistic, underscores Meghan's perceived disconnect from reality. Her belief in her own truth over an objective reality is a concerning aspect of her personality, implying a level of entitlement that could be alarming if fully revealed. There's an ironic amusement in Meghan seemingly expecting the royal family to lament her departure. However, their popularity quickly diminished post their marriage due to their contentious public statements and grievances. Their relocation to LA and their pursuit of success raise questions about whether they will achieve what they seek. What are your thoughts on Meghan and Harry's decisions, particularly their move to LA? Do you think they'll finally attain the success they desire? Feel free to share your opinions in the comments section. If you enjoyed this content, don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe for future updates. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to engaging with you again soon.